In every man resides a furnace of primal fire. A force so powerful has built kingdoms, destroyed legacies, birthed revolutions, and enslaved empires. This fire is sexual energy, raw, untamed, and divine in potential. Yet most live tethered to its lower expression: lust, addiction, indulgence, and escapism. What few realize is this: within these lower instincts lies divine gold. The base nature of man is not something to be discarded, but transmuted. The true alchemist is the man who transforms lust into purpose, desire into focus, and semen into divine light. To descend into the lower instincts is natural. To remain there is self-betrayal. To rise from them and refine the energy is spiritual nobility. This is a journey, from lower instincts to divine gold. Before one can rise, he must understand where he stands. Lower instincts are rooted in survival, the most ancient wiring of the human body. Hunger, fear, sex, all are necessary instincts for sustaining life. Yet in the modern world, we are no longer running from predators or fighting for territory. Our war is internal. Sexual urges, especially in men, are not merely biological. They are spiritual tools. But when left unchecked, these instincts become chains. Pornography, compulsive masturbation, chasing women for validation. These are expressions of unrefined sexual energy. They feel powerful, but they leave you weaker. Lower instincts are like crude oil. Unrefined, they are sticky, heavy, and dark. But when processed with discipline and intention, they become fuel, not just for the body, but for creation, vision, and power. Most men allow these lower instincts to rule them. They act on impulse, follow pleasure, and avoid the friction of transmutation. But this friction is the beginning of mastery. In the age of endless dopamine, the lower self is constantly fed. A man cannot transmute what he constantly spends. Every tap on a screen, every porn clip, every hookup, and every release without purpose leaks the energy that was designed to build his empire. Society does not want you to master your sexual energy. It profits from your weakness. Every time you indulge, you spend a currency more valuable than money: your seed. Your seed is not just a biological substance. It is divine data, a blueprint of potential. Understand this. Ejaculation is not just a release. It is an exit of energy, intention, and clarity. Every time you give away your seed to lust, you lower your vibration. Not because sex is bad, but because wasted sex, mindless sex, lustful sex separates you from your divine calling. You remain locked in the animal when you were born to become godlike. The first step in transmutation is conservation. Just as gold is hidden within the earth, your divine energy is hidden beneath your habits. You must stop leaking to start shining. Semen retention is not repression. It is redirection. You are not suppressing your urges. You are mastering them. You are not avoiding women. You are reclaiming yourself. You are not becoming a monk. You are becoming a king. When you retain, you begin to glow. Your posture changes. Your voice deepens. Your focus sharpens. Your eyes speak without words. Why? Because you are no longer running on empty. You are charged, full, and anchored. But more importantly, you are burning the lower into something higher. Every time you feel an urge and don't act on it, you refine yourself. You turn coal into diamonds. You become the alchemist. Sexual energy is not just for pleasure or reproduction. It is the root of all creation. Every book written, every empire built, every song composed, every innovation discovered. They're all expressions of this creative force, just in different forms. When a man learns to transmute his sexual energy, he no longer needs to chase women for pleasure. He births visions, empires, and purpose instead. He becomes magnetic, not because he desires attention, but because he is aligned with creation itself. Think of great men: Tesla, Newton, Da Vinci. Many of them practiced celibacy or some form of sexual discipline, not because they hated women, but because they understood the power of focus. They channeled their sexual energy upward, not downward. You are not meant to give away your essence for a few seconds of pleasure. You are meant to build something eternal with it. So how do you turn your lower instincts into divine gold? Awareness. Become conscious of when and how your lower instincts show up. Is it boredom? Loneliness? Insecurity? A trigger from the past? Do not fight them, observe them. Awareness is the first step in reclaiming power. Retention. Begin by practicing semen retention. Start with a few days, then a week, then 2. The goal is not to be perfect, but to become intentional. Every relapse is a lesson, not a failure. Transmute through action. Energy must go somewhere. Channel it into workouts, writing, business, prayer, learning. Move the energy upward. Don't just sit with urges. Direct them. Create sacred discipline. Have rituals that support your refinement. Wake up early. Meditate. Take cold showers. Read powerful books. Fast occasionally. Discipline creates structure for energy to thrive. Replace lust with love. Stop seeing women as objects. See them as reflections of the divine. Lust separates, love elevates. This shift will heal your relationship with the feminine and yourself. Spiritual practices. Practice meditation focused on the sacral chakra. Do breath work to circulate your energy. Learn ancient practices like Kundalini Yoga or Qigong. These tools help move the sexual energy upward to the crown. As you walk this path, something begins to happen. You no longer crave what once enslaved you. You no longer bow to lust. You begin to radiate clarity. Your presence speaks louder than your words. Women feel it. Men respect it. The world notices it. Why? Because you become rare. You become gold. Gold does not chase. It shines. It does not beg for attention. It draws it effortlessly. Gold does not need validation. It knows its value. When you transmute your lower instincts, you embody the divine masculine. You become rooted in your purpose. Your mind is sharp. Your emotions balanced. Your spirit on fire. You stop being a boy led by urges and become a man led by vision. The path of sexual transmutation is not easy. It requires sacrifice. You will face loneliness. You will battle urges. You will be misunderstood. But the reward is kingship, not over others, but over yourself. No man can lead others if he cannot lead his lust. The true king is not a man who conquers lands, but a man who conquers himself. The gold you seek is not outside. It is within your very seed. It is a divine blueprint hiding in your glands, waiting to be awakened by discipline. When your sexual energy rises, your life rises, your posture straightens, your goals become clear, your voice carries truth, your eyes burn with purpose, your presence calms storms, your energy builds worlds. This is a divine gold. A man fully in control of his sexual power, fully aligned with his mission, fully expressed in his truth. Lust is not your downfall. It is your training ground. Semen is not to be wasted. It is to be wielded. The man who turns his lower instincts into divine gold is the man the world remembers. You were not born to be a slave to urges. You were born to be an alchemist of energy, to burn the base into the beautiful, to rise from the animal into the angel, to be fully man and fully divine. So retain, transmute, build, serve, lead. Your gold awaits you.